And unpause a bunch of things. Where'd chat go? Alright, hello everybody. Hopefully I don't sneeze again. I just did that a couple times before I hit start streaming here. Oh. Welcome everybody. This time we are... I actually don't know why we ended stream. Oh, because it's the 1st of August. Okay, so we're gonna get hit by an awful mission in a month. Or, like, less than a month here. Sorry, an hour. Lord. Torpedo defense. We might want a torpedo defense over here. I've got one down. Potato versus horrors beyond our imagination. Well, you're probably going to see an artifact site, and you're going to see me learning how to use the psi equipment that I think we're researching. Or I guess MC. MC generator. Yeah, so we already researched it. DPO leads to PWT. Okay, so supposedly this doesn't... No, you're right. Yeah, so there was a comment earlier that this thing didn't cost any alien materials for some reason, and it looks like... It looks like that's true. That's really interesting. I don't know what it sells for. We don't get that info here. But that is something to consider to replace our... No, it's not engineering. To replace us selling particle disturbance sensors. Although I believe we're actually making these to keep this time around. I also need... Okay, so we haven't researched the advanced medkit. You might want... Okay. Random thought. We don't have the... Whatever the thing that removes acid is. But acid, when it hits somebody, it just strips their armor until it reaches health, and then it starts dealing health damage. That's a little expensive. But how much armor does this repair? Because we might be able to use this as a... Well, no, how do you repair under armor? I don't know, it depends how this tool works, but you could use this as a, You could attempt to counter acid with that. What I really wanted to see was the advanced bionic armor here. How long is that going to run? Good amount of time. 2 cloning, 3 electronic. Cloning is the only expensive part of this. I don't know what that gives us by comparison, so we'll have to look at that. Somebody's outside. I don't know if you can hear that. What is... No, it looks like it's fine. Okay. Neutralization solution comes from the poly for... I think there's a Y in there. But yeah, it's like... It's the coral turrets. And we just haven't seen those yet, so we can't research it. I wanted to... Yeah, I just wanted to recap. I assume you're here. Armor. We have quite a lot of mag armor, actually. 61 days. Oh, no. Yeah, okay. Well, let's see what the mission it gives us is. Alien communication site detected. Artifact site 10. Wait, aren't there only like 17 artifact sites? It's some number like that. Danger high, multi-stage, yep. Oh, welcome. Just off the coast here. Okay, well, drones are not useful to us compared to more guys. We're not going to get another guy, are we? You are in Aquaplaster armor. Okay. Never mind, then. Actually, hold on. No, you. 40. Okay, that's not quite what I was looking for. Somebody here. MC strength, not good. No, you're recovering. Doom Anvil. So MC's strength here caps out at 50. So despite this being relatively low, this is actually kind of good stat-wise. I don't know what other armor we have available. We have mag armor for you. This could be actually... Nah, screw it. Here's your mag armor. What we're gonna do is go equipment inventory. You don't want this. You're gonna get a vampire. You're gonna get... I can't put this on your belt. Hold on, no. I need the... Where's the MC Disruptor? Where's the thing? We researched some MC device, and it's not the reader. Oh yeah, and you're the melee damage guy, with massive armor strip. MC Disruptor. Am I crazy? Huh... Turn on using the neutralizers. Time unit cost is insane. And with mag armor, there's no room for it unless you dual wield and drop when shooting. Oh, that's true. Is it like a 3-tall item? I mean, unless you have... You can probably get away with one of the hip spots. Swap 2 medkits out for... Or swap 2 of your guys' medkits out for it. Am I crazy? Yeah, I assume that's the 3-tall because that's the first question I asked. Oh, demand. Why can't I use the MC Disruptor? Do I just not have any? Projector Reader. I don't have one. Can I make one? No, there's no way you have one. Yes. Zarbite. That's pretty cheap. I'm gonna need, like, 4 of these. The MC thing is medkit sized. That's interesting. Wait, it's the same size as it? That's crazy. It's like your entire backpack. That's actually quite good. Excuse me. IRC when? Why don't I know what IRC means off the top of my head? Okay, that's not happening. Okay, which means you probably, we will take you along just to see what happens. You get this guy, you get this guy, you get these guys. I don't want you to have anything lethal, but this is neat to play with. You get medkit, you get scanner, you get... We probably want you to have a knife anyway. This thing is also debatably lethal. Oh, internet relay chat? Not anytime soon. Yeah, no, that's not my field. Presumably everyone else watching but me. Probably not far off. Yeah, this is an acceptable loadout, I think. Yeah, so this guy just has close to 50 MC strength. I was gonna do training with the MC thing that we don't have any of. but we're not there yet. And we should be able to 12-man this like we have every other one. I mean, 17 hours is fine. Well, I do kind of want... What would... 2 days. Alright, finish that then. Okay. Do we have extra flares? Not that we're gonna... We don't need the flares, but it's nice for chat. What are you holding? Hold on. Yes, you get this loadout. Okay. You all have normal-ish loadouts. Not enough items to copy template. Oh, flares. I was looking at the loadout trying to figure out what we're missing. I probably want... Where is 87? Here we go. I want one more of these things. There's more than one of you. Do I really want to open the door turn one? See, the fact that you're standing on the equipment pile here makes me think no. Yeah, you go run over here. And swap this for a scanner. Give them one turn. Not what I wanted to see. Did we miss? It survived 2 hits. Alright, never mind. Hello, sir. Shoot it again and move. Okay, so you only see this guy. Need you to shoot this. Okay. And I need you to shoot... Probably don't want you to shoot this. I probably want to throw 2 smokes and then call it a turn. I don't think... Yeah, it's not going to bloom properly. Somebody else with a smoke throw, please. Just get this guy to, like, there. That's good enough. I don't know if he can see you, but go ahead and take the shot. Okay. This is just an artifact site. Okay. Up a tile. Oh, we're in the middle of the map. Hello, Aquatoid with weird collection of items. Oh, he's looking at you. Go down. Yeah, go inside. I should probably just hold on. What's N? I should probably just play like this. Never mind. Can you see from here? Yes. Okay. You move. I want you out to here. Put that on the roof. Game in creative writing, and you game and curse in 4 languages simultaneously. Ooh. It's probably fine. Not fine. Okay. Well, we've gotten the whole team. You know, I'm glad you hit that. And I'm a little impressed you killed it in 1 hit. I need this to die. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Okay. The plan for the stream, We're just gonna play a bunch of missions. I would like to look at getting some MC guys with the Disruptors online, but for right now, we're just playing an artifact site like normal. Recent Superhuman TWoTS attempt failed because of lobstermen in early September. My guess would be if you research the... There's the 3 texts you need to actually get to the end of the game. It's like Alien Origins, Ultimate Threat, and probably the Teleth City of something? I don't know the actual names. But sometimes mods make those missions spawn base attacks. So unless you've been shooting down lobstermen, that's the only other... that's probably the only other way you could see something like that. Unlucky, but within parameters? Yeah. Okay. Not okay. Oh, so you're just gonna live on the roof then. I mean, there's no tentaculates within line of sight, and this is the only real dangerous... Oh, could we just book it and leave? It's not an awful idea. I'm gonna give you a chance. Wow. Hold on, do we have another Gauss? Yeah. Base attack was the first encounter with lobstermen. Shooting patrol craft, though, to avoid bombardments. Yeah. Well, that's a complete miss. No leaving? Well, you can get to the next mission by grouping everybody up in here. That's what I'm referring to there. Uh-oh. We're fine. That guy's got a pistol. Your job is actually going to be to prime and throw to, like, here. Okay. Why are you... What? Okay. You don't have max stats. Oh, I'm gonna view auto. Snap. Well, you can shoot this guy anyway. Oh, I should have aimed. Too late. Can you hit this guy from here? Something tells me the wall's in the way. Never mind. Yeah, interesting. Tend to disregard defenses to at least Sonic. Yeah, have Promoji. The problem with torpedo defenses is that they have a 50% chance to miss. So. Never actually got bombarded when I had defenses, so no idea if they work. Will you ever make a Fortnite video? Probably not. Scheduled retaliation, if ultimate threat was researched, yeah. How do you defend from bombardments? Hope and pray, or have a craft stationed. Yeah. Okay, well, you're just gonna live up here on the roof. I'd like you to stand here. Ooh, we got multiple things with that grenade. I don't think any of them was the tentaculate we were after. We also might have blown up the only pistol on the mission, which is kind of annoying. I got that comment a while back on a video, too. I think the guy was named Hugh Janus. It's the funniest thing I've seen in a while. Interceptor, space defense, yeah. Veto defenses, never got bombarded. Still get invasions, which, yeah. I think I also didn't shoot much of anything down. There's an attack out here somewhere. I don't think I shot anything down for a good long while playing. This guy decided to bleed out. Okay. I don't really know. We're doing an artifact site. I don't know if I want to deal with this. We're just gonna kind of position like this and see if we spot anything. There's a guy. And I don't see the tentaculate. It's the Aquatoid we killed. Interesting. Well, we slowly inch forwards. I need somebody with a rifle. I don't want two somebodies with a rifle. Since I think the mag armor... no, actually, this doesn't do anything to your reactions. It's just whatever you got. Which... not awful. You're all fine. You two just stack up on top of each other. You hold. I'm kind of looking for is this down. Okay. Should back up 2 tiles. Probably look that way. I don't want to deal with side armor there. And you haven't been hit by MC, which means we're in good shape. Okay. Let's see if this actually worked. I never worked in OG from what I remember. This way through ever. About to get Gauss in the biolab. 2 weeks away, Lobsterman main base. Yeah. In theory, you can beat Lobstermen with stun grenades if you have those. Like, it's still a difficult mission, but they take a lot of extra stun damage, so... Okay. Well, we're gonna leave that as is, and you don't need... you should have grabbed. It's fine. Call that a day. Mm-hmm. Just standing there. After 4 tries? Yeah, and well... It might have taken me a 3rd try, but I also would have dug into the game files to make sure I wasn't missing things that I needed. Same as what I wound up doing with Reavers. Okay, so we've surrounded the building here. I don't know if that does anything for us. I'm gonna send you guys over there, and you can go up. I don't think you have time units. Do you have time units to shoot? Oh, you technically do. Oh, you don't even have smoke. Okay. Oh, does this thing go up to height limit? Hold on, throw that there. Aliens will bomb your base non-stop until it's gone once it's discovered. Yeah, we did hit that point in the game. I think those missions only last like a month, but you get bombed like 4 times during that month. Yeah, you're there. Yeah, we're still looking to spread more smoke out here, so we'll keep going there. And I'm gonna leave you in here. You should pick up another one of these. Yeah, well, we're all outside. You also didn't inch further forwards on this. I kind of want... Get this to there. I don't know if we care about this building here. Maybe along the edge, but... Let me just do this, and we're good. We got to enhanced Aquatoids and the Sonic ship weapon 6 to 8 updates ago. I actually don't know how significant the updates to this mod are. I'm assuming they're massive content updates if you're specifying 6 to 8, but... Resolving to see torpedo defenses shooting down a bomber, but no. Yeah, torpedoes are not taking down a dreadnought. Yeah, the problem with torpedoes is, again, you have like a 75% chance if you build 2 of them to shoot down the thing, and that's not great odds compared to losing facilities on your base. You found something. It's an aquatoid? Okay, I don't care. I mean, you can take the shot. Okay. We did not blow up anything here. Okay, well, we're also going to continue throwing these around. They are big. You remember when shard weapons were added? Yeah, okay. Torpedo defense are super cheap, use them as corridors. That's not a bad idea. I use actual corridors as corridors because I'm going to tear them down later. Well, we're just going to creep forwards. This is a real smoke, so we're relatively safe. Oh, and you're up here. You threw something, okay. You also threw something. I was gonna say, you threw like a grenade, though, not a smoke. Okay. Torpedo defense is lower than the number of aliens you face, you think? Never played early version, okay. Do you ever consider a smoke mod that makes it more stream friendly? Yeah, I actually keep hold on. Can I look at mods here? I should have a mod for it. Hold on. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to shut down the bot. And then I'm going to save the game here. Because if I create the save early... can I search... You. Okay. Life-changing. Should have done this a while ago. Use it and you don't even stream? Yeah, so the reason it's nice to not have the less dense smoke is there is a slight difference in smoke from explosions, like over here, for example, and smoke from actual smoke grenades. But I'm at least aware enough of where I threw the grenades. Oh, no, I've had this mod installed since before I started the playthrough. I just didn't turn it on. Also, if I turn off... Yeah, okay, it's a little bit better with this. It's fine. Yeah. Thing is starting a gaming channel. Just got RimWorld. It's just whether or not you enjoy sitting and talking while you run these sorts of mods. Also, do we? Yeah, this is enter. We missed. Oh. Ah, not good. That's who we're looking for. Am I crazy? Oh! That's my alarm to wake up. Potato imposter. Acting sus with the smoke one? I mean, hey, if you go back to Reavers, I had the same mod installed. The reason I didn't turn it on last time is because I didn't want people to have an opportunity to break the... Are you on the ground? To break the bot. Actually, no, I want you to gain the experience. Okay. Rimworld is saturated. One more question about the early game. How do you deal with alien barges? I'm pretty sure I ignored them. Like, we tried one once, and it didn't go well. So, we didn't actually do any of them until we had mag armor here. Although, by the time we had mag armor, we also had people who were, well, no, I didn't use people who were resistant to MC until we had mag armor, because they're so expensive to make. That's how that ordering went. But yeah, I made sure I had MC-resistant people before trying barges. I think you can technically get races that you can do, but you have to land, take a peek, and then leave. Barge is a great source of implanter, which is so critical. Yeah. So, if you had something like gillmen, armored gillmen, probably sharks. I'm sure you can do a barge, but I never got that, so I just didn't do them. Aimed shot 80%. Who are you? Lieutenant Commander Useless. Well, let's work on that. Oh. Okay. You two are going along this way. Actually killed... Well, no, there's a guy out here somewhere. We're gonna continue throwing grenades like we're playing Battleship here. Why? Interesting. Oh, did you land on him? Who had a... Whatever. Someone dropped a rifle here. Yeah, I see him. If he lives, take him out. I actually recommend you go a little further forwards, too. Alien barges with the ADS or even those water pistols is doable on the hallucinoids. Problem is you gotta chain throw magna packs. Not of MC. Commander Useless is useful? Well, to compare, the aim shot at 80% here versus 109% here, still probably the lowest on the team. Oh, okay, hold on. Mad Jackal. Yeah, we just have a couple new people in here. It is still the lowest, but I am used to, 100 plus aimed shots. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Who are you? 125. That's incredible. No, that's actually incredible. Okay, yeah, and there's our grenade. What? Wanna play with mods? Base mechanics. Oh, you're talking about RimWorld. Okay, yeah, no, that's... I'll leave that to you two. I don't have a clue. Uh-oh. Bro. Okay, apparently there's not enough smoke out there. Yeah, go heal this guy. I think we're gonna give this man the Jellyman thing to see if we can heal him. You do have more smoke, so we can get this guy out to, like, here. You. Okay. You're at 109? Yeah, so I want you to get the stats, because I want you to have max time units, but it kind of looks like everybody's a little short on time units. You two. Hold on, but you don't even... Okay, you're at 112. That's pretty good. But, like, I'm pretty sure Obus Novus here is second wave when it comes to the people in mag armor, so getting to 120 before someone who is first wave, like Licks over here, is incredible. And you're just here. Alright, well, we're gonna see what's going on out further. We saw somebody for like a second out there. Okay. Yeah. You definitely shouldn't be the guy flying. Go ahead and have you sit here. Drop that for me. Look over there. Oh, okay, you're good. Because that's a problem. But no, we'll live. Get this out to here. Okay. I have a feeling we want you... Oh, never mind. Okay, so we're panicking now. Okay, you need some, you need to gain some firing accuracy, and to gain firing accuracy, you actually... We missed an 80%, and not... Okay, so this is 100%. Anything short of 100%, apparently reliable to miss. There's a sectoid over here. So I'm gonna view throw this. I said sectoid, they're called aquatoids. Is there a door there? Oh, I guess pressing space doesn't make the fog of war go away like it makes the darkness go away. Okay, so nobody's up there. Get off the tiles, there we go. There's one guy way out there. Hit a snapshot. Good job. No, I don't think we're going to do anything with that. You inch forwards a little, you inch forwards a little. I mean, you can hit him with a shock launcher. You should probably go down to ground level and throw that on the floor for one turn. Okay, we got him. Yep, nice berserk, buddy. Okay. You need this back. Who's injured? Plague. There you go, sir. Good luck. And we do need more smoke. Load out one. Okay, so I remember, this just cycles items. Okay, well, we're just gonna swap you and not even think about it. What are you looking at? 2. 3. Okay, we're gonna start swapping for clips off people's belts, and I need to remember to not... Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, 4 shots and above, I'm gonna leave. 6, 3, yeah, okay, so switch out for this guy. Did you ever get a chance to test the Jellyman weapons yet? No. We did research the melee ones, so we have access to them. I'm hoping to test the vampire. Oh, I read it as chance. No, it's funny because I mistype words like that all the time too. 5, 1. Oh, okay, that's this weapon has 1 round. So we're gonna see how this guy works. I don't actually think we need you carrying the vampire. You, good luck. I wish we had a sonic pistol, because I'd have you dual wield these two. Yeah, so according to this, melee weapon trigger, hold on. It then heals its master, so I'm assuming it has actual lifesteal. I don't even... There's some script attached to it, so it's not going to show up here. But we're playing with that. I want to know if it heals, how much it heals, and whether or not that reduces recovery time. And the recovery time thing is the big reason I have this around, because it's nice to not spend 60 days in the infirmary. Yeah, that's what we're testing. And the rest of you are fine. 119. Yeah, okay. Just looking at accuracy there. Are we super... Okay. Hold on. So we're at Obstacorn as the map, which is debatably good. Who is the vampire? Hopefully you're not over here. Yeah, okay. So somewhere... Here. Okay, cool. Oh, you should have reloaded. It's fine. Where'd the equipment pile end up? The larger group. Okay. Okay. Oh, you live here. That's a bird. Right outside the window. You do have these. I was gonna say, I swear I gave you guys... are we perfect? Oh, we're fully in a corner. And this is ground floor. Okay. You, sir. And we're not quite... There's one chunk over here. So we're putting a guy... Actually, we want Gauss. Actually, we want Doom Anvil. And on top of that, you should be grabbing... You run around with this. You are potentially a liability, so I'm gonna leave you... Actually, you can... No, we should all stay on this one. Okay. And I do want one guy with the Gauss over here. You just get off the lift. There we go. Pretty sure it does not help with recovery. Since the armor that gives passive health regen also doesn't. Interesting. Well, we're trying it out anyway. I mean, we'll know if we end up with, you know... So it's plus or minus 50% 1 day per health lost. Currently, you're down... I'm done. Hold on. It's you. From what looks like 60. You're down a good 35, so... 35 plus or minus 50%. If we get you up to full, or even close to full, it should be kind of obvious. And that's going to be turn. Okay. Well, what do we see? A sonic cannon. Alright, we go back up. And you need to get to here. Throw that on the floor, run this guy. That's more or less what I expected. Okay. Apparently there's nobody in this corner. I don't know if I believe. We're not going to be able to switch that. It's fine. Leave them both on the floor. Yeah, we're not gonna have you go down. You go down. Okay. This is not a bad spot. Oh, you gotta go all the way around, okay. That's probably not good enough. That's fine. We'll figure it out. So you guys are gonna be in an interesting spot. And you guys should have relatively easy time moving about. Region Bay is your friend? Yeah, I don't think we ever researched or at least built. Tell us it makes normal Gauss cannon, yep. That's why I use the heavy. Yeah, because the heavy shoots straight. It's we had one for a little while, it was kind of cool. Especially because you get the Zarbite ammo for it, although that might be a liability for similar reasons to the other Gauss, or gas cannon. Okay. Chainsaw through upper walls to access the other rooms. I don't want to open up areas. The reason... yeah, opening up more pathways for the aliens is too much of a liability. Like, I don't want to be able... Or, I don't want to have to watch all of that. You... Somebody is right here. Do we think the guy with the sonic cannon can see us? This thing's 50% time units, right? Oh, then we're fine. Alright, whatever. That was almost a mistake. That is all I will say. Okay. Yep, hi, sir. Okay, well, I don't know if we have the time units for this. Yeah, at the end of the mission, it's a nice tactic. So what I'm gonna have you do is shoot this guy. And to miss, apparently. Alright, you gotta go up. Yeah, you only get one shot, so make it count. Okay. So if you go up, you have 52. Oh, it lived. Alright, whatever. So much for getting anything done. Not great. Whereas you guys, I don't think there's anything going on here. Oh, never mind. Okay, who is this? Does reaction melee exist? And what's your melee? 39. 100% of melee. 25 time units. Yeah, we did drop one grenade over there already, so we need to actually throw a couple more smoke to get anything else meaningful done. We go to here. 23. All that means is you go over to here. 27. 25. Well, that's a shame. Do these things have armor? I think the answer is they must. Yes, reaction melee exists. Reactions are calculated, almost always react. Okay. So next time, just shoot it. That guy also could have been out of time units, but we didn't check that at all, so. Well, we've gotten lucky this mission so far. Okay. Oh, you got enough for one. That's nice. This is a mess. This is almost like a DPL-worthy mess. If we could snake it in here. Okay, so you're actually the one who's gonna go downstairs. Why are we just standing here? Oh, that's interesting. I might not... Can you go up? 31, 28, yes. Okay. This guy's a problem. This guy's not moving at all. Somehow you burned enough to not have any... Okay. That's what I want my game plan to be. Okay, you're fine. You simply must be able to throw this into this room. Alright, whatever. That'll probably do nothing. And then we have this entire side to deal with. Also, is this... I assume two-handed is a flag that I'd see set to true. What is defaults? Can I search? No. Yeah, two-handed false. Okay. Well, we don't see anybody. Action chance based off your TU and enemy remaining. Interesting, I'd have to look at that. See, I don't really want to push into this room, but I know there's enough stuff over here that if I sit down here, we're probably going to get jumped. Like, they're going to... Okay, well, what I think our game plan's going to be is probably something along the lines of... What did I just... Nothing. Are those tubes really hard to shoot or throw over? Yeah, it's an artifact site. And honestly, no idea. They will explode, so I'm hoping for a little bit of extra, but I think we're gonna prime 2 grenades. Just sit here. They can't get upstairs. You guys should be immune to panic unless Doom and Anvil here decides. Well. Unless Doom Anvil who stuns 4 people and we all die. That would be catastrophic. Okay, that guy should have stacked up a ton of bleed. Is he still there? Yes, he is still there. Okay, well, we're throwing another grenade into, like, here. Apparently these guys left. What do you see? Ah, that's why we run out of time units, because we start with this thing in our hand. There are 2 somebodies, 3 somebodies. Okay, well, maybe the grenades were overkill. We need to figure out who's over there. So right this second, I think you're going to shoot this guy. And miss. Alright, who cares? Can you get back up? 29? Yes. Okay, you just missed. And I want you to take a shot here. This is a little dangerous, but we're just gonna run with it. Just so I remember, you're both holding them. Okay. Usually works, yeah. You actually found the formula, okay. Okay, that's good. We will dislodge this guy somehow. Somebody down the hall that we can't see. I'm a little interested in... Unless this guy's upstairs, which isn't impossible. Okay. Reaction score. Reaction stat times current time units divided by max time units. In UFOpedia, okay. Well, I assume that's what OpenXCOM used. But does that mean it doesn't have any... So that means your soldiers' reactions don't do anything? Current reaction score? Unless that current reaction score is then compared to our reaction score. Hopefully it's not changed for the mod. Yeah, I don't think the formula itself can be changed for the mod. That's probably built into the engine. Okay, well, please die. We got him. There's somebody new. Okay, no, you're gonna go down. What do we see? We see the same guy here. Okay. You go down. You could probably fire an aim shot, but I don't think you have quite that many time units. Okay, that's fine. We can deal with an Octoid. Can you see this guy from here? No? Just melee. Take your snapshot. Okay, progress. Interesting. We have one guy right here. Is this guy actually right here? Actually, you probably shouldn't go down because you don't have full armor. Okay, it's a guy with a pistol. You have full front armor. You got clipped with right... Wow. You actually got lucky. Okay. Man. Well, according to what I'm looking at, you could run to here and probably not get back. Just take the shot. Okay. We might not need the primed grenades anymore. I'm going to unprime one of these. But you, I do think I want you... I don't see anybody. Okay. Keep on there. Ta-da. Change. Maybe check out the page since it does explain it as well. Just the UFO PD reaction. Okay. It'd be funny from the alien perspective, just playing peekaboo from the elevator. I'm really curious if Brutal AI would do that. That seems possible, if not expected. Also, we've cleared, like... We've cleared a massive chunk of the map. There's these two chunks and this entire square, but otherwise we're pretty much good to go. So I think next turn we're actually going to commit to going downstairs. I'm actually going to leave... I need you to put this on your belt. I need you to put this away. And rejoin the crew. And you go sit in the corner. I don't think we can do the same thing over here, but you guys are definitely moving out. Turn 6 is not a bad turn to be moving out into the level at. Two somebodies here and here. Okay, we might have to move out. The lift mechanics do not translate to reality well. That's one way to put it. You're not wrong. Oh, why am I not doing this? Is there a guy here? No, there's a guy upstairs here somewhere. Great. Okay. Well. 21. Go over to here, drop this. I'm gonna put you in this corner, looking this way. We can't get through here, like, at all. So this is fine. You're just there to make sure nobody sneaks up behind us. You, I don't know if... I'm gonna unload this. And you're gonna sit here too for a turn. Yeah, it's a reasonably long haul. I'd like Gauss to join you. $26, okay. Job TM behind the scenes. Interesting. You. Alright, hopefully we don't explode. If they had DPLs, I'd be concerned, but yeah, that's more or less what I expected. Yeah, we know who that is. Okay. What do you see? You see one guy over here. Okay, well, we're just gonna commit then. You're here. You're here. You're a little closer here. I'd like to smoke in that doorway. And you're here. And we probably want you downstairs. Just have you move to the elevator this turn. Alright. Well, it's a new turn, and that means we need to somehow move a motion scanner forwards. Just gonna deal with not having a reader. If we had a backpack, I'd carry it, but I'd prefer you to be armed at least a little bit. Best case scenario, you can knock yourself out and save yourself. Changed hands recently. How recently? You might live here. I think you two are gonna stay here because I don't have anywhere to put you in the other hall. You scanned, you swapped for your gun. You just go to the other way. Into pointless. Okay. Well, here we go. Okay, so you see that guy. Apparently you don't have good enough reactions to do anything about it. You're gonna go join him over here, and you two are just gonna watch. You've also left your little healing thing behind. Scan says somebody upstairs, somebody in the room, somebody over here. I don't even... Do we still have chainswords, actually? I know we blew those up a while ago. Okay, so there's two somebodies out here. Should probably look this way. Couple months, you think? Okay. You saw someone talking about it. In that case, I haven't seen any major changes, at least to the two areas of the site I actually looked at. Okay. That's an interesting little area. This is not going to be fun. There's a tentacle that we need to kill. And I don't even really want to inch forwards here. The chainsaw to go through the wall would be really nice right here. But I don't know if we still have it. Whoa. Okay, guys. You have one job. Does your scan show where that guy wound up? There's no way he's right there. He's probably over here. Can't tell. Okay. Well, what we're gonna do... Wow. Something tells me we're blowing up a guy who's upstairs and the tentacule's way over here, but that's a pretty good throw. You've got one of these. Can we throw over the pipes, please? We can. I'm a little surprised. Okay. We're gonna not move that far out, but there we go. Can't aim alien too scary. What it's been for a second here. You're both out of time units now, though, so we'll see what it decides to do. I don't want you to carry this. Yeah, just hold on to that. Do you hear scanner? Okay, well, can you get here? Inch forward a tile. Can we get you to here? I don't know. We want this guy further forward to the scanner. You can go at least to here. And then you should probably... Are either of these... Alright, just throw that one on the floor. Ooh! well, that finally happened. How are you holding up? Half health? How do we keep hitting side armor? How are we alive hitting side armor? Hey, good reactions on you. You can't aim. You see two guys. I need you to just hit this shot. Okay. Then I need you to move. Apparently you don't even see this guy. Okay, well you keep moving because we're kind of in trouble there. I actually think you're gonna do something this mission. I need you to hit this aim shot. Which... whatever. I was gonna say, I need you to take both of them out, but clearly that's not happening. You move one tile, then you get to here, 31. Oh, you get a full auto. Alright, kill this guy. Then you go. Okay. Wondering no bioflares, mag armor. Yeah, so mag armor gives you full vision. It's what, 20? Yeah, you get a full 20 visibility at night there. Yeah, I just haven't made any more bioflares. We don't need them, they're purely cosmetic at this point. But it is nice sometimes. Sack situation, pull out the tactical buoys. Yeah, no, that's something I need to remember to bring along. Well, no, we don't have a backpack, so a lot of those things I still can't bring along. Get tactical buoys instead. Well, we got a tentaculate. Oh, you see this guy from here? Oh, you can take him out. Okay. Okay, well, you're all awkwardly hiding behind the wall, and you just get to stand here. Good luck, sir. You, yeah, go stand a little further forwards. No scan, who knows what's going on. Uh-oh. Oh, it stopped? Thank you. Time to die. I'm not going insane. It's... oh, 40, that's really good. The duality. Hey, at least you didn't miss. I mean, you can fire anyway, right? No? No? Okay. Yeah, we're not taking that shot with her right here. However, we can... no, we're just gonna have you stand here. Yeah, it's all of us. Okay. I'd like to know how much health it has left. And I kind of want... no, you can step forward one tile, not see it anymore. Alright, go hide. Do you have any good reactions? No. Okay, I'll pick this guy up. Go stand here. Button says there's actually 3 of them. Okay. Well, I don't really want you standing up in that corner again, because apparently you can't see through it. Go stand here, good luck. Pistol... oh, is this another... yes, okay. Surprising number of pistols this mission. I'm gonna have you... go stand around the corner. See what happens here. Artifact sight blue? Oh, it's night vision. We're not using flares right now, and we don't have enough to fully light up the level, so... I just turned on night vision. I'd be very upset if it's tentaculate. Just gonna say, if it waltzed into here, I'd be very upset. It's gone. That's probably a bad thing. Who knows where it is? Yeah. Oh, also, mag armor has 20 visibility at night, so I can see 20 tiles. So most of the time, you do probably want flares, depending on... Actually, can I even... UFOpedia... I'm trying to think. I'm gonna go with general equipment. Yeah, bionic armor. 12 visibility at night, hybrid armor, 12 visibility at night. So these types of armors will still need it. It's just the mag armor that has the visibility. But yeah, if you press N, it enters night vision mode. See, there's nothing over here, but I do kind of need to do something about this sooner than later. What turn? 13? I think you 3 start moving. There is a tentacular roaming. Put you there, you there. And we'll see if we can collapse on this at a reasonable rate. You also don't need the scanner anymore. So we're just going to put you in this corner. Till we get to here, it doesn't really matter. Something might have bled out. Have to fish around to see what happened there. Yes, okay. Tentacular's bleeding out on the floor. You stay here, you stay here. Also, if I couple you have a bioflare, it does make night vision brighter even. And you can head all the way up to here. You need 37. Yeah, you're not gonna have to have time units this way. 2 somebody's inside. Okay. Well... here goes nothing. Can we even get through here? Are you kidding me? Oh, okay. Nope, never mind. We're not going this way. It's a little further. It's actually not a bad spot for a scanner. We'll scan here once or twice, see what we get. Yeah, so you guys just need to move. This is an awful hallway. Yeah, we're actually going to need you to scan on the next turn and then we move. You guys are pretending to make progress. See how that goes. Yeah, we're alive. We got 5 turns to move it, so we're gonna do just that. Okay. 4, 2, 3, okay. We got nothing. So this area better be safe. Oh, okay. We do need to do something about this. We probably need a full team of 4 in here. Oh, you can't drop that. Can you? Yes, okay. You should do this. You should do this. You can go... I actually don't want you to react, so you can go over... Just keep going. We need you in the area. Although, do look this way so you don't get... Well, look this way so you get hit in front armor. You are in, you are... You're just gonna keep moving. There's this, and then there's this. There is somebody out here. That much has to be true. Oh, you're standing on a flare. Okay, well, scan her out again. Somebody way over here. I don't know if that's downstairs or upstairs. I'm gonna guess it's upstairs. Put that guy away. We're gonna continue to hold this position. Panic sounds are good. What do you have for me on the guy? So this guy's probably walking here to here. Okay, so probably downstairs then. Can you get to here? You get to this corner, you spot like 3 guys? Somebody's here. Okay. What I actually kind of want is you looking this way. That should be enough to spot whatever's out there. Here, that's fine. Turn 16. Okay, we have time. You stand up. Go look this way. Squad leader. Oh, this is where we keep getting our MC readers. Okay, well, we're moving. You do actually have a smoke. Alright, hold on. Somebody's over here. That much is true. So I'm gonna get 2 of you into... Okay. 28. So you need... Here. This whole thing being walled is kind of a blessing and a curse. If I had realized it earlier, I would have pushed a little harder. Excuse me. Last you saw the research was 2 weeks ago, but you're not haven't gotten far since you don't play nonstop. Yeah, no, it's these take a while when you don't play all the time. I mean, me still being here, case in point. Yep. Okay, there's a guy. This guy didn't see you, so go ahead and take the shot. Love it. You have no smoke. You have 2 smoke. Thank you. Really small artifact site 4x4? Well, normally they are 4x4, it's just that there's a wall and 2 big rooms, so there's not nearly as much of clearing this as there normally would be. While you're here, can you shoot the sword? 7. Okay, well, he's not coming back with it. Take your snapshot. And miss. So that guy's non-lethal, so not super worried, but it's good to know that he's here. Are we not? I guess this is probably the edge. Yeah, we'll see how that goes for you. There's a smoke down, that's something. Thought artifacts were 6x6 or 7x7? No, this interior, I'm pretty sure it's always 4x4. They don't spawn with random sizes like that. Okay, and you did your job. We're all just kind of standing here. Huh? Okay. So in the next turn, we're all gonna run upstairs, or run up to these doors and see what happens. I feel like you're probably too far forward, so I'm gonna stand here. You don't need this guy out anymore. I actually kind of want you over here. I'm gonna have you go to this side. You can move out a little. Okay. Well, we have 2 elevators to block and play games with. Nice shot, buddy. No! God damn it. .120 accuracy right here. Hate it here. Do you see anything? You do. And you missed. Okay, well, you're running away. You see this guy. Well, I do need this guy dead. Yeah, I know. Okay, well, you move. You keep running. Well, I need you here for when the zombie becomes a tentaculate. Sniper weapons are super bad in close quarters. Unfortunately, it's the only thing that does enough damage to make it worth using. Okay, is there somebody actually here? Oh, hi. You actually... Your health isn't full. This could be a problem. And we don't know how many time units this guy has. So what we're actually going to do... No, just take your auto shot. We'll deal with consequences. He missed completely. Okay, so there are no consequences. Okay. Just gonna swap you out for a sniper. You stand here, you drop this. It is turn 18. And we do need to get to upstairs sooner than later. Oh, you see this guy. No, we're not gonna pop this guy this turn. This is the stream where I get profane. Why wasn't the elevator clogged to stop the tentaculate? We were not rushing that hard. We had just made it into this room with the very end of our time units. We didn't even know there was a tentaculate upstairs either because there was no motion scanner reading for it. Like, we were here, there was an alien here. Okay, well, at this point, can we book it? Oh yeah, you can fly it. We're in. Well, you're at least this far. Tentaculate probably ran like 2 chunks over and found you. Yeah, they also just moved that fast. We found an Aquatoid. Alright, well you stand here. I assume the zombies don't have too many time units. Otherwise this is unplayable. No, I actually want you over here. Okay, what do we have on the scanner? We have a guy. What the fuck? Okay, you're panicking. This is what we call bad news. You know, you just run away. And you run as far as you can. You're here, you're here. Okay, we at least have this blocked. This is a problem. This needs to die probably next turn. Do you have energy? Not as much as I'd like. Very upset if the... Okay, panic. So where's the tentaculate? She keeps moving around and stopping in the corner. Okay, well, here we go. Out of the room, sir. We call that relative safety. Not enough time units? Alright, fine, go block the elevator. Can you... Good. 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 Continue the panic spiral. Can we go up a floor? Actually, hold on, what are we doing here? Okay, well, we don't see anything. So you two are going up. You're here. This looks clear. Okay, we stop there. I think the ion engines can explode. That seems reasonable. I don't know what to expect from this guy. Hopefully he keeps panicking. We've blocked the elevator in case there is anything upstairs. We'll have a motion scanner to check on that next turn. I also don't think they explode that hard. And I kind of think what we should be doing is this. Because this guy dropped his stuff on the floor. So realistically he picks up something and shoots the one guy rather than wanders out into the four people clumped on the elevator. Okay. Oh, there's a level below. Yeah, I keep forgetting this little pocket exists. Control C. Hold on. Okay, well, good luck, team. We're going to just stand here and see what the zombie decides to do. Good. Somebody is upstairs. Oh. Okay. There's nobody left upstairs. Apparently there's nobody left up here either unless they're panicking, which is fine. Today we find out if this explodes. Never mind, you hit your shots. I need you to move now. Please don't miss. That's fine. Can you hit an aim shot? Seems likely. Okay. We're going to continue to hold that elevator. And you should be able to see through to this door here. Okay. Well, that's at least a decent sign. There's like one enemy over here. It's the zombie. Yeah, it's not gonna hurt it at all. It was a good attempt, though. Okay. I actually think the best solution is to run away. I don't know how many time units this guy has. But I do need every single one of you over here. Good luck, C4. Yeah, near scan. It's friendly. Does mag armors take melee damage? They take slightly increased melee damage, I think. Yeah, 110%, but it's still pretty good armor, so... Doesn't suck quite as much. What? Hello, hallucinoid. Yeah, okay, hold on. We're in an interesting spot. Can you actually hit this? Okay. I swear we saw the zombie for a second. Okay, got it. I think that's too few time units to react. Scanner still says nothing. Alright, well, you're standing up here. They would go and sit on top of the elevator if there was somebody there, so that's good enough for this turn. We're not going to stand there because that's a good distance. Too close. Unless there's a tentac without hiding, which is unlikely. This is too far for them to really run and actually do anything. And then the next turn we'll run around back. Okay. Vibrant Knife ignores 10% of armor too. It's nice. Yeah, no, so the Sonic Sniper ignores, like, hold on, the ammo. It ignores a third of armor, and it does more than enough damage to hurt us, which is why I'm not taking snapshots randomly when people with armor are in front of us. So we can crack the armor, no problem. I just want to have a Gauss rifle on hand to gun down the Tentaculate. Which is why I keep kiting him around and trying to get enough people in one spot. I can work with this. Uh-oh. Well, that's not going to do anything, so I don't want you to shoot it. There is somebody with a cannon who panicked down here, I want to say. So I'll have you two stand here. You'll regroup with the people upstairs if we don't catch anybody. And I don't want a full sprint, because I'd like to have time units left. Okay. We return. annoying. Doom Anvil. How do you have so many... Oh, you're not a... Oh, hi, sir. Can I help you? Also, you're here. Okay, we actually heard it. It bleeds. That's curious. What I kind of want to do is block the elevator again. Can you guys, like... Yeah, okay, good. Okay. And you're not gonna hurt this guy. I'll let you train reactions if he walks into your line of sight. Okay, hold on. Yeah, that's better. We'll deal with the... Actually, we'll just move. Alright, cool. Uh-oh. Oh, maybe not uh-oh. So we absolutely can pop this. And I think the ideal solution is just this. Somebody's left on the map. Huh? It's a blue dot, right? How many nades? Tentaculate should take extra explosion damage, so 0 if it's standing on it. Unless that was changed by the mod, which, you know, not impossible. I thought it was a red dot. Main room level 1. Okay, so this is level 0. It's red in UFO defense. No, sorry. Okay, yeah, no, so it's not just me. I swear it's blue. And I don't think I'm missing the alien. Poke hunt mode activated. Okay. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say it's probably in this corner. Does it show up in places? Yeah, it will show up if I haven't explored there yet. No, I don't want to overextend you. There you go. So for some reason it's drawing the item over top of it. Okay. Okay. There you go. 2 cloning, learning, implanter, 5 implanters. I mean, that replaces, well, okay, it doesn't replace 120 accuracy, but it replaces the body. Yeah, it's a good amount of stuff. It's funny, I remember when we were doing this for the aquaplastics, or hoping for the aquaplastics. 1 live alien. Also, 1 operative worth 84. Love to see the accuracy. Time units, yeah, you guys get a bunch. Squad leader. Okay, we sell this guy. Actually, we probably kill this guy and turn him into Sononi, or not, electronic components. And I don't think we sell any of this either. What's a freezer? This is, what is... Are we late enough into the game to where we're going to start seeing weird new items? Also, yeah, okay, that's... Huh. Freezer's a new gun. Better range stun weapon. Oh, okay, hold on. In that case, this could be really good against lobsters. That's a lot of cannons. I'm just going to send all the rifles over. We're still collecting these. Pistols, love my pistols, but we can't use them just yet because I haven't researched them. I should probably send a couple of those over to the main base. Well, maybe not better. It depends. It could very easily be better, but if it's a smaller number but Gauss type full auto, it's really good. We also only have 1 of them, so not explosive, no area. Interesting. Freezers have that box you put food in for long-term storage. That did cross my mind what I had just said. You get some readers. Do you already have Sononi? I'm gonna keep it on the main base. Lances, we don't... Hold on, where are we sending this? Can't be engineering. This has to be warehouse. Because there's no way I have, 53 sonic cannons laying around on the warehouse. Storage was fairly tight over there. Okay. Why do we have 4 implanters over there? Dye grenades. Oh, so we just don't have enough stuff. Okay, well, we're gonna hit the buttons. Good for... Why are you all ensigns? Good for you guys. So long, 120 accuracy soldier. Okay, well, I ran out of storage guaranteed, yep. That's because I didn't finish transferring things to... Okay, so I didn't transfer anything over there properly. Engineering. I just need all the corpses to go. That should free up most of... Yeah, okay, that's all we needed. And over at the warehouse here... I want to transfer over to home the implanter? Yes. And while we're here, so people with high MC are unfortunately good for multiple reasons. Which means I'm gonna... Killed alive? What are we doing? Hold on, killed alive. Go down to the bottom of the list. In fact... Hold on. Yep, okay. MC protection. That's fine. Yeah, plus 98. Got a bail? Alright, I'll see ya. Thanks for joining stream. What do I want? Oh, yeah, you. So, Mr. British here. What does cybernetics do? It only requires one implanter, which is really nice. I'm pretty sure all that this does is boost the stat caps, which is really nice. I mean, can I read somewhere? So I really want to do this with a couple people now. No, we don't need to save game. I want UFOpedia. I don't even... Nope. I don't know where the article for this would be. So it's under... Also assuming it's called Cyborg. Yeah, okay. Alien implanter. I was kind of hoping I'd find anything at all. Also, hybrid versus bio. Better armor. Slightly increased fire damage. So numbers down here do matter. This looks like it's just an upgrade for the most part. So there's advanced bionic armor we can get too. Hybrid is currently my favorite. And you can fly. Okay, so that's why it's nice. 60% thermal. 60% thermal either way. So we'll see what the advanced bio armor does. It might put it on par with hybrid, at which point we should just use that, period. And what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to go into the mod files and just read what it does. I'm trying to remember where... User... Mods, TWoTS. We want units? Oh, no, hold on. We only need rule sets. Rule sets, okay. Give me units.rule. Is Cyborg in here? No, okay, it's probably under soldiers. Because it turns one soldier type into another soldier type. Soldier transformations.rule. Yeah, where's the cyborg transformation? Requires a soldier, produce soldier, implant soldier. Shielded soldier, implant... Okay, so these are the only two transformations. We don't get any sort of MC transformation, but I want this guy. Can I go to its definition? No. Probably because I didn't open this as a folder. So soldier, this guy. Okay. So max stats. Oh, these are rolls for recruitment. Okay, so you go up to 100 time units, 125 stamina. Cyborgs are neat. Best has 97 naturally. Yeah, okay, hold on. Training caps? Okay, so those are decent. What does the health go up to? Health goes up to 80. 100 time units, 125 stamina. Stamina I have no reference point for, so I'm gonna go look at what the standard soldier has here. Stat caps. Stamina. 100. Okay, so 25 up. Health 80, that's up from 60. Bravery 100, that doesn't change. Reactions 110, firing 120, throwing 120. I don't think any of those have changed. Strength 85, that's up from like 60? No memorial diary view. Yeah, no, I'm too focused on trying to get progress done. I'll go take a look at that in a minute. Dying strength, size skill, size strength. That's interesting. So if you could recruit them, their size strength would be a little higher. Skill is up to 60. What is the base soldier cap? So your standard soldier is capped at 40 psionic skill. The cyborgs actually go up to 60. Which is interesting. That's really interesting. I'm just kind of... You're looking at a screen here. Can I, like, put text on screen in OBS here for a second? Add text. Stream temp text. No, that's fine. That's whatever here. Give me just stat caps, flat. Melee goes up to 130, which is kind of crazy. Text. Oh, that's legible. Yeah, it's fine. Can I make it smaller, please? Way smaller. Professional streamer. Not really. I don't actually make money streaming. How tall is this? Walk to the lower corner. Alright, here's the numbers for you guys. I'll leave them there for a bit. Make them a little larger. Probably about chat sized. Those are your cyborg stats. Somebody remind me to remove that in a minute. Let me go ahead and close out of this. Bases, Aquanauts, and you wanted to take a look at the memorial. 59 missions, 76 kills. You're so... Okay. If I hadn't killed the bot, I'd recommend going through that, because dear lord. He did nothing against Mindworm somehow. Where did you start? How long have you been here? Since August. Okay, so you're like... You've been around for a while, but you're not like the earliest of earliest. 7 kills on your first artifact site. Wow. Any other stat lines for other soldiers? I assume you mean any other impressive stat lines. Oh, that's cool. 2 battleship missions. Wait, how'd you do 2 battleships and 3 dreadnoughts? Are these base defenses? That would be my guess. 4 fleet supply. I guess we haven't won all of these, but we have landed with... Apparently you've been everywhere, all the time. Can I not get all of these on screen at once? There we go. Yeah, there you are. Missions by region, is there no... I was gonna say, I wanted... Yeah, this is what I wanted. Gauss rifle, sniper rifle, sonic pulsar. Hey, you got a knife kill. I guess 3 melee kills in there. 2 shock launcher, the 1 lobster man mission we did. You killed a lot of jellymen. That's really funny. Neutralizations by rank, 1 for able seaman. Okay, that's good. Recruited 340, lost 170. Now that sounds like a lot until you realize the actual numbers are only 45 of those 170 have survived, because the other ones are on other bases doing nothing. Now my question here... So in 6 days we can remove this guy. We need to get another transmission resolver over here, and I don't know... What are we looking at? Living quarters at 65. I assume 40 soldiers, yes. Stores are just full-time. We are researching the regen bay, so that'll be done eventually. And we've done our research there. So cyborgs are good. They just increase your stat caps, which means they need to keep going on missions. So people who are near the cap are going to be nice to have. Also, I'm going to hide the little cyborg widget, and I will turn it back on if I need. Stream temp. There we go. So I'm absolutely going to go ahead and give it to Mr. British here. Hold on, give me the cybernetic augmentation. Yep, you get cyborg. And is there anyone else here who I actually wanted to give it to? Oh, you guys are still... You haven't been MC verified yet. We have quite a few people here who have reasonably high MC. Yeah, you're not great. You should probably be immunized. Doom Anvil's a great call. Ex-Kami. And VDK. Okay, so a couple of you guys here at the end are probably worthwhile. Yeah. We're just looking for good firing accuracy, because we want the soldier to be relatively good to begin with before we decide whether or not we turn them into, you know... Well, not quite God, but a significantly more efficient soldier versus just an MC bot. So I like Ex-Kami and VDK down here. Units available. And we can do one more if I find somebody else. You get plus 10 bravery, so your minimum bravery is 30. And then I click through, because we can do one more. BR. No. I do think Doom Anvil's the choice. So I'll give it to you 4, and you're going to be the elites for the time being. And I do believe our transfers, we have 4 implanters coming in, so we can do 2 more immunizations. Okay. We probably should... what the hell? What? Fighter? Small envoy? Fighter. Okay, yeah, we're just at that stage in the game. Bye-bye. Medium heavy cruiser, Sharks, Infiltration, Mediterranean. I mean, we can shoot these down, so I am going to. $14 hours. We have enough medkits laying around, and I need these sooner than later so we can actually get to training. Battleship. Um, that's gonna be interesting. Uh-huh. Wait, downed. Ooh, we can do a fighter mission. What does this look like? Oh, it doesn't shoot back? Love that. We're also going to see what the battleship has to say. Also, I think there's an alien base out here, judging by that. I'm gonna take the Hammerhead crew. We're down quite a few people right now. Oh, this is gonna take so long. Okay, that's armor health. Okay, it's fine. It's just a very small. So we're gonna do two things. First, we're just gonna sit here because I'm pretty sure there's a base. Okay, so the battleships are redacted for some reason. Alright, never mind, I don't know how to deal with that. Yep, Lobster Man Fighter. Also, do we know who this is? No. I mean, we know it's a fighter, but no. Sit around for a second. Was there just a fighter sitting around doing nothing? I don't know, go over here. Over here? Okay. Did I target the right one here? No, we don't want to deal with a medium. Mediums have too many DPLs for me to care. Oh, drone. Oh yeah, you all have weird loadouts, cause... mission you were just on. That's pretty much ritual for starting these missions out. Okay. Well, get more smoke going. Back inside. We need that drone anyway. That's a new alien? No, we've seen them a couple times before. They're moderately durable. Actually, have you take a look. They're pretty durable, decent armor, but they're a mid-game alien. Yeah, it's a TWoTS edition. No, they are new to Terror from the Deep, but they're not something we haven't seen yet. Oh, we see two of them, apparently. Can we just... Okay, sniper's good. Get inside. Yeah, so we're in good shape. You go over here, you go sit on the roof, drop one of these, drone, go fly out to here a short distance. Now, the one thing that's annoying about sharks here, they have a small amount of thermal vision, so they actually can see further than our drone, but otherwise, no, they're just kind of durable. So hitting them with Gauss easily took 2 to 3 hits. Right about now, we have the sniper. It should never take more than 1. Okay. And I'm going to be super aggressive with smoke because they can see 50% through. And there's one guy with a pistol around here who got a drone kill. Oh, hi, drone. Speaking of the last guy having a pistol, we probably don't care. Right, like, this guy might just be non-lethal at this point. I wouldn't gamble on that. This guy's just missing. That's a nice shot. Apparently there's more than 4. Can you get to here for me? You can't throw. 17 time units. That was not even close. It's fine. The drone will be fine. Wow. Good on you guys for reacting. This guy actually lived this time. He only did half his health. Huh. Thermal is smoke vision, yes. I thought they had 75%. I didn't think it was that high, but they do have some. Bro. You guys are hitting snapshots more than hitting aim shots. Okay. So there are 5 on this mission. Not bad. Lost a drone, some HP, some time units. People who just generally aren't at full stats. That's good to see. +1 throwing on licks. Okay, so if you throw smoke grenades at things, I think the explosion does actually train throwing. Which is why I thought at one point that throwing smoke grenades just in general trained you. No, it's throwing smoke grenades and hitting things, which means you could probably throw it at a downed alien too, not just a live one. Because it'll count as a hit. Which is interesting. And that gives you a little bit of experience, which means you always gain some small amount of stats at the end of a mission. Which is a decent game plan for cyborgs, sitting here and thinking about it. Because they should be able to throw smoke across the map, so we just have each of them throw 1 smoke at an alien. They'll have a backpack, so we can have extra space with disposable equipment like that for training. Ten sonic pulsars. They each had 2. 40 Zarbite out of that little fighter. That's a little crazy. I just transferred the rest of it to the warehouse, didn't I? How many can I get? 200 and some? Alright, go down to like that. I'm almost tempted to shoot down the very smalls for Zarbite's sake. Throwing anything counts. It's just tedious throwing items at your feet and picking them up over 4 to 5 turns. I don't think it's throwing anything that counts. Because if that's the case, everyone would get stats all the time for throwing smokes. I looked at this at some point. I did send everything over there. It's fine. There we go. You guys are making another Manta. Okay. Storage is... Actually, storage and engineering is fine, so we'll just leave that alone. Oh, you don't see those every day. Repairs take an eternity. Where's our second manta? Way down here. Go ahead and take that guy out. Never mind. Oh, okay, different sub. You probably want to not do... You probably want to go over here. Monsters are terrorizing an island. Okay, well, we're not going to catch this guy. Go back to base. Yeah, we're fine with our current crew. Okay, need to head off. Alright, I'll see you. Thanks for joining stream. You're more impressed that they fit 5 aliens. Yeah. It's a fighter. Interesting. Okay, and we don't really care... Oh, we have backpack space, nice. Oh, we don't have drones, though. Okay. Thank you. Oh, and this is also where I was supposed to bring along stun grenades, so this guy here could be taken out. I also don't think they do enough melee damage for us to be in any danger here. At least the bugs definitely don't. Kinda what you do. Alright, whatever. Duh. You should not have opened them up to danger. Can you aim and fire? The answer was yes, but actually... No. Yeah, I guess you're gonna block everyone else from getting outside, that's fine. You go here. You have no time units, you take snapshots at this guy. Actually, this is dangerous. We're good. Just gonna say, killing these guys is a risk. And monsters don't have grenades, so we just don't worry about it. It's a good reaction. Killing people through windows. Really now? Don't stun yourself, please. They'll live. It's fine. You see guy number 2 way over here. Man, you know what? Shoot it. Okay. We're gonna do something similar here, except I need you to hit this wall. Alright, well, just don't miss. Interesting. I mean, I guess that's kind of nice. Oh, you do actually see this guy. None of you can hit a shot. I wasn't going to count civilians, but I think we're way over 10 on the mission at this point, looking at... Okay, you need to stop going outside. If you knew what was good for you... Yeah. This guy wound up dead. That's a shame. Yeah. Do you think I can hit these guys in melee? Looks like a no. So it's just this guy that you see. What's auto? Not a huge amount. Yeah, go for it. That should do the trick. And you keep heading this way. Actually, we probably want to stun the guy in the building over there. Okay. It's pretty good reaction training. So that doesn't work. It was worth a shot. I'm gonna have you throw that on the floor since it's not useful. Apparently 2 things survived that, or moved into the, former blast radius there. Oh, is that so? Huh? I told you to shoot it anyway. Great. Okay. And yeah, you just move out a little bit. You have full-time units, go stand at the window. Alright. Mindworms and Locusts can dodge melee. Yeah, I kinda had a feeling. But they're not harmful, so I figured we'd spam it and see what happened. Come on. Alright, well. Okay. We will let you react later. You are all doing fine here. How do we still see... yeah, that's probably a good call not to shoot it from there. There really are just an infinite number of aliens here. Does that mean you farm melee points by spamming it? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure you have to actually hit for that, but... I wanted to see what would happen. Really just to see if... What did we throw at it? Like, 8 attacks? If any of them would go through. There's nobody on the roof, right? Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, you just stand there, it's fine. More mind worms. Oh, it's fine. Should have just left that for reactions. That's a nice reaction shot. I don't know if it actually made it that far, if that's a different thing of mind worms. It was different. Oh boy, well, any minute now. We're gonna find and kill the last alien. Well, we found at least 2 of them. Yeah. Just go ahead and walk through there. Just gonna go out on a limb and assume, yeah, okay. We're going this way now. By the way, if you died, no, you're still fine. I don't know how much damage, overstun actually deals, so we're just gonna see what happens. Still alive. Actually... Nice. Civilians killed by XCOM operatives, minus 66. I don't think that happened. I mean, the guy we stunned did bleed out. That might have counted. But otherwise, yeah. Apparently we got... No, we already have you. Okay, so... A little bit of money. Excuse me, and the melee. Excuse me. We got no melee on anybody. That's great. Reactions are great. Accuracy, I mean, nice. Lix is looking to be the next 120 accuracy soldier. Speaking of... How close are you? What? Okay. Oh, you've made it. Good job. Yeah, that's kind of what I was concerned about. Because I didn't want to transfer the corpses over to the warehouse. Good. We... I don't actually know what we want here. By whoever hit it last, yeah, no, that makes sense. So we hit a guy last, and then the guy bled out, but... We were trying to help, as much as that was incapacitating people so aliens thought they were dead. I don't actually know what we need here. We also didn't kill that Taste-Off. Apparently needlers are worth 2 from what I just read. Oh, they produce Zarbite. That's interesting. He saved everyone except that one guy who choked on his own blood. His own fault, really. I don't know, man. Shouldn't have spawned next to the window. Okay, well, we're gonna burn through all these real quick, because this should free up a lot of space. Okay. Where do you have sharks? Doesn't look like it, yeah. Yeah, -3, okay. Technician, medic, commander. Medics are useful, nothing else is. Tentaculates, we hate these. Tasos, we don't need these. Needler, have we researched you? Nope. Do we need another calcinite? I don't know. We have an Aquatoid commander and an enhanced Aquatoid commander. We'll keep the... Actually, no. We're going to keep the normal Aquatoid commander and kill the enhanced one because they're worth a lot of electronic components. We don't even need this guy, so you can die. Alright. And I'll transfer over corpses at a later date when I... Well, I guess I can do that now. I was going to say when it's worth actually caring, but... This space is not short on storage, whereas this space is always short on storage. What is it? Do we have... Okay, well, we have a couple of you. Never mind, it hasn't arrived yet. I don't know what I'm doing. This is from the engineering base. Okay. Does that help us? Nope. Honestly, you sure have something useful. So these are going to spawn a bunch of mediums that I don't want to deal with. It's kind of interesting that Aquatoids keep showing up, though. Oh, I also want to hit the freezer. Hold on. Yeah, go ahead and research that. How long is that going to take? Good long while. Interesting. I mean, we can shoot you down. Maybe we shouldn't shoot you down. It's a little late for you to fly into that zone, though. It's fine. It is okay. You will now return to base. What was that notification? Immediately dismissed it from my mind. Nobody's not working, so I'm just going to assume it's fine. There we go. Annoying. I would go and shoot it down, but... Do you think we can make it to the sub before it takes off and tries to shoot us down? I think the answer is a pretty simple no. By the way, what's the hammerhead speed? Oh, okay, so we can just try it anyway. That's good. I like that. And... No, I want most TWoTS snipers at this point. Okay. Less okay. Well, was that or the other guy reacted? Yeah, never mind, that's good enough. Well, Somewhere around here there's 2 more. Drone. Am I crazy? Here. Actually, we only got 2 aliens. There's 3 more. There's 1. Need you to... Well, I don't need you in particular. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Good attempt. Go out here with a smoke. Need the rest of you guys who are still in training. Go ahead and give me your best attempt. Okay, it survived, which is kind of impressive. There is another alien out here somewhere. Good reaction shot. I don't think they can hurt you if they hit rear armor. Drone, you ran back inside. It's fine. Okay. Actually, I want you to go a little around the rock. You out of smoke? You can't throw smoke. Okay, back up. Oh yeah, because they heal a lot. Actually, I want somebody... Hold on, you have... No, you don't. We're looking for that 100% plus on the sniper shot. Yeah, because they heal 5 HP a turn, so... Alright. That guy was never going to stay down. Okay. There's 1 alien somewhere. 1 alien way over there. How are you looking? Okay. There we go. Yeah, these things give you a lot of Zarbite. Well, I guess the Zarbite's down here, but 2 ion beam accelerators is 40. So, that's really nice. I want you to have... They also... That's a ton of sonic pulsars here. Actually, hold on. Can I transfer anything over to science here? No. Whatever. Back to making some extra of these guys. And that also means we need to... Actually, we can't do anything for, like, a month because these guys are wounded. Okay, well, we have the disruptor things. So, that's at least nice. Manta's back online, so we'll shoot that down. We're kind of past the point where I care. Is it every 30 minutes? Floating base attack. I don't really care if that comes through. I'm a little curious what their terror units were. We had that discussion a while back. Okay, so we never know. You're going to the ocean floor. This actually might be worth doing. That's pretty small. See what this guy's up to. useful. Okay. Well, is anybody back for, Also, do you guys have armor yet? You have some armor, but you're not at the point where you're going to be useful. Actually, no, we have sonic snipers. You could absolutely be useful. Okay, well, we're pulling the first two of you guys in. Actually, no, the second two of you guys in because you actually have armor. Wait. Never mind. Equipment, inventory. You all get the sniper loadout, minus a lot of the items, apparently. I mean, I don't know why you're carrying these over a medkit. You're not going to be able to throw them far enough for it to matter. Okay. And we will go ahead and give you an opportunity to... What is this, Aquatoid? Yeah. Give you the opportunity to participate. Okay. And because there shouldn't be any MC on this mission, I need you two to go straight to the roof. You have no energy. You have... It'll take you 2 turns, but you will eventually make it to the roof. Oh, no. No, they are enhanced, so we do need to care a little bit. We do have 2 drones, though. I didn't immediately sacrifice one of those to, bad luck. What'd you miss? When did you dip out? Yeah, the drone lived. I think you missed a monster terror mission that we steamrolled. We did get a civilian casualty that was attributed to us because I stunned somebody who was bleeding and then they died. That's what the random chat messages were about. We did a fighter that was landed. You can, if you're lucky, you can take the hammerhead and just zip up to a fighter that's landed, and it won't even take off because it doesn't realize you're there till you're already on the ground. Fighters give 40 Zarbites, so that's useful. You're here, you're... me through? Yeah, okay. And I am now... Hello, sir. I am currently taking people who are in training and putting them on the roof to, well, actually get to participate. I don't... Actually, you're pretty accurate. Missed, but you are pretty accurate. Couldn't take this guy out. Okay. We're not playing with that. Oh, okay. You're at 71 time units. Good for you. So I'd like to get a group of people over here. I want to leave the lane straight to the sub, open so that these guys don't shoot people in the back. Just throwing flares and motion scanners over and over again. Interesting. 3 throw minimum threshold. Okay. Yes, you just have them throw garbage then. Because, like, I could throw all 3 of these, call it a day. Most people throw 2 smokes anyway. Actually, no, we have been dropping smoke at our feet recently. Okay. So you guys are on the roof, but something tells me you don't have an angle. Okay. Good for you. You both now have 1 kill. I'll just have you take this guy out. Never mind. Go ahead and get your throwing experience. Or we're just gonna blow up his stuff. Take it. 25%. And we missed. Expected, but like... I'd like this all the way up here. But I kind of want the drone there to create a full screen. You know, block it off. Yeah, you can just kind of sit there. I'll have you guys start wandering this way. Not that we're using... Do we ever use some electronic components? To the degree where we'd care about... That's interesting. Okay, well, new job. There you go. Oh yeah, also you need a 3rd throw, so go ahead and... No, go ahead and throw that over here. Touch up with stat growth. Yeah. No, UFOpedia's got the info on there for you. Actually, there's a lot of info, which is why I know anything. Why not? Come on. Oh, I'm a tile up off the ground. Okay. This should level the hill. Yep. Which should more than allow you guys to take these shots. Well, at least you tried. You want to show them how it's done? Wait, you have the same accuracy as them. It's kind of embarrassing. At least you hit. Okay. So the 1 block we left is actually in the way. Okay. How? No, that's not happening. There is no reason any of this should be blocking our line of sight. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, hit this shot, please. Thank you. Yeah, okay. We're pretty much in the corner here. You guys keep going around the outside. You've thrown 1 thing. I'm gonna have you get 1 smoke to here. Oh, you already threw? Or shot? That's fine. You're gonna throw both things next turn. And we will see how effective throwing 3 things a mission is. Okay. Oh, range. No, don't even throw that. Throw this instead. And while we're here, there you go. Ah, we found a guy. Okay, you've thrown 2 things. Do I trust you? You move, I will let you take this shot. Good job. So they're almost certainly inside at this point. We'll take a look at that in a second. Yeah. Excuse me. Yep, there's one guy inside. Okay. That could have gone wrong. Killed 6, recovered 5. We actually got a magnetic navigation out of this, which is nice. I don't remember how you do TU. Yeah, so to try and oversimplify, I don't even know if this is an oversimplification, but the way you train stats in XCOM is a little counterintuitive for the ones you're thinking are random. There's primary stats and secondary stats. If I actually go over to the stat screen here, your, I want to say bravery, reaction, accuracy, firing accuracy, throwing, melee, and the psi stats, those are all primary stats. You actually have to do something with these stats to train it, you know, shooting things, obviously, reacting, obviously. The other 4 stats are secondary, and if you train any of the primary, like, what is that, 6? These will automatically gain stats. So you see, this guy trained his accuracy, as did both of them trained accuracy. This guy got a point in accuracy, but they all got some of the secondary stat gains here. So doing anything at all in the missions will buff these stats. If you're really looking to min-max and you have psi available, you give people a psi disruptor, have them panic a bunch of times during a mission, you'll automatically get a whole bunch of these stats, even just for using the device. Otherwise, I think 3 throws, as Faraway was talking about earlier, that is a pretty good way to train it too, because you don't have to ever do anything to an alien. And I'm also assuming 3 throws works. I haven't stress tested that myself, but it does sound reasonable compared to some of the things I've seen in the past. Transfer, engineering, corpses, plastics, magnetic navigation. I think that's all we really care about. Maybe some Zarbite. And the rest goes to the warehouse. But what do you mean? Oh. Half of the things that require an ion beam accelerator we haven't even found yet. Okay. Well, those 2 will be dedicated snipers for a little while. We're fine there. We're also slowly running out of money. I guess it's not very slow if we started at like almost 40 mil. But we also have so many sonic weapons just laying in a pile in not engineering, in the warehouse base. That, like, does it matter? Okay, let me actually filter, huh? Like, we have 105 rifles laying around. That's almost an instant. If you only do throwing, it will raise only throwing, not secondary stats. That's weird. You're boring, you just look up how XP gain is implemented in the source port code. Yeah, if that wouldn't take a while, I would do that, but it's actually laid out nicely on the UFOpedia page, so you might as well just go there. You actually need to hit an alien with a damaging grenade otherwise. Okay. But yeah. Destruction of subpen 2. I don't know if that helps us, or if we care at all. Because at some point we're going to get rid of all these corridors. Actually, no, not this guy. Because we want a 2-wide area for ease of defense. So I guess this is fine. I would like to remove this corridor, but this general stores needs to come online. I want to put in... Well, I guess the general stores needs to come online to begin with. I want to put in the hyperwave decoder. Or the transmission resolver. Cruiser. Aquatoid. I mean, we could do that. Wait till day. Do we have the new... Okay, well, we have one of you. There you go. I don't want you to... I don't want to deal with the lobstermen. I mean, it's not a huge problem, but, like... We don't want to deal with them. Also, we could use the thermal shock launcher above ground, so there's no real competition there anymore. And speaking of, what is using so much storage? What? At the home base? What are we doing with ion beam accelerators? Okay, well, that's fine. Oh, alien sub... Wait, what? Hold on. I was gonna say, these are just 2 subs, yeah. This has a million different things. I might care, so I'm gonna keep it around. Magnetic navigation. No, we want to transfer all of that over to engineering. And I wanted it to be daytime so I could hit the Aquatoid sub here. Although, do I... No, we're at the point where we just want time to pass. So, I want the psi devices... Well, no, I do have the psi devices. The people who are snipers are also not going to be able to train with psi. Because they haven't been screened yet, I don't think. So I go in... Can I look at you? MC Lab? No, we are building one of these over here too, yeah. An MC Lab here too. And something over here. Interesting. Oh yeah, arcing weapons like the gas cannon do count. Speaking of... Hold on, that just fired off. No, you haven't been around that long either. Enhanced Aquatoids. I swear Lix has been around forever using... Hold on, performance combat. Using the gas cannon, but no, apparently not. Okay. That might have been the first run, actually. Those might have blended together the early games. Oh, but you're gonna take off and, like... No, not the colony. Crew, do we have 2 more? Yeah, okay, hold on. It was fun while it lasted, but we need people with real armor. Yep, okay. Players. Trying to figure out what we're running out of. See if this guy takes off or what. Nope. That's exactly what I expected, yeah. It's probably worth... What is this base? Oh, this is the second science base? Okay, we need a hyperwave decoder on here yesterday. Actually, what's in our storage? Cannons, clips, pulsers? No, this is kind of reasonable. Three days. If we get a hyperwave decoder over here, we'll be able to intercept half of the bases that are on the map. In the info section it says throwing accuracy, I think. You always use gas cannons, they're amazing early to mid. Yeah. No, gas cannons do train arcing. So you can pick inside the mod files what stats a weapon trains, but if it's an arcing weapon, it'll train your throwing by default. Okay. Okay. And unfortunately, we do need to take these. We got one. Okay, I'm gonna get a glass of water, because this is probably gonna be the rest of stream here. I'll be back in like 10-20 seconds. Okay. The farming shall continue until morale improves. Well, maybe not morale, but magnetic navigation supply, yes. Okay, do we have chainswords? No, this might suck. Actually, no, this just will suck. And we're also kind of out of smoke, because that hasn't come in yet. No, actually, we're fine there. Remarkably. Okay, well. Ooh, not my favorite map. Who are we dealing with? Generic aquatoids. Okay, freebie. Not like... well... That's not true. Bro. How is there always an aquatoid with a pistol? Guys. You should be able to hit that. Oh, no, but you need to be on this tile. Okay. We will keep trying until somebody kills the aquatoid or I decide to throw a grenade. Get that to, like... Actually, no, don't. Drop that at your feet, move to the side. I need you to grab this, I need you to go outside, I need you to throw this. Bro. Whatever. I mean, yeah. Well, that's not bad if it levels the whole place. looks like it did. Okay. How do you not see this? Oh. How did you miss? Twice. Oh, Lord. Love the look of the tile set. You know, it's a pretty looking tile set, but it's miserable to play. Need a group of 18 against medium USO aquatoids, mostly to train bravery and reactions. That's interesting. 130 turns. Yeah. You gotta make sure you actually clear out the DPLs or you're in trouble. That's a shard weapon. Haven't seen those in a while. Can we? No, not quite. I'm tempted to throw another grenade just to level this guy. See what that does for us. Can you go back inside? Ooh. No, it's fine. You'll be okay. Did not level it for us. Okay. Just take the shot. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, drone, never mind. There we go. We did not give the best of the best to Sonic Cannons, so I can't be too upset. I will be a little upset. Is it worth it, though? See, I personally, streaming/recording wouldn't say it's worth it, but, I mean, if you're sitting here watching stream, or half watching stream, it's not unreasonable. Especially because you don't have to explain and entertain, you just press enter a bunch, click through, probably turn off some notifications. Well, way over here. Okay. Nope, you have a drill. I was gonna say, does this need to die? Not like priority 1 or anything, but... Okay, so there's one guy in here. It really sucks that we don't have a chainsword. I should get soldiers with faster interception. That's actually a good point. Your stats play into the interceptor screen. So you can get better pilots and all that. I'm gonna leave. Oh, hi. Can I trust you to not hit your friend? Oh, we're out of time units now. Oh, you're just like fully out of time units. Okay. We're gonna do 2-stage. Actually, get one from here. I don't know why we have so many sonic pulsers on board. Actually, do you have, like, mega high throwing? No. That's how you could tell if someone had a gas cannon. Also, while I have a moment, we're gonna spend a turn throwing a couple of these around. Because just because I can see doesn't mean you can see. That's fine. We leave any here on the floor? No, leave one inside the sub. What do we see out here? Can we get into... Oh, this is like... Okay, so this is our corner. Wait, is this a 6x6? Hold on, there's a button to like... Yeah, there we go. This kind of looks 6x6 to me. I mean, it makes sense. It's a big ship. And you're just gonna kind of live here. Okay. It's not okay. I need you to land it on the roof. Thank you. That's a bit further than I'd like to go here. Way out here, no flare. Yeah, you probably want to go to here. Drop this. Don't see anybody, that's good, okay. This whole building here is going to be interesting. Kinda just need somebody right here with a scanner. That's a good sign. No. No time units. You see... Oh, he's got a pistol. Take him out. Or don't. We continue to abuse grenades. That's not even in, like, the same zip code. Which button does that? If you open the map and hold Alt, it'll show you the border. I don't like it right here, but I think we just do this and deal with the next turn. You learn new things every stream? Yeah, no, there's a lot to know in this game, so... Damn, you're like... Yeah, no, you might be way behind. I'm just kind of crossing a no man's land here. Probably just burn 2 smokes to roughly make our pass safe. And I want something out here. Can you also... You do. I want this on top of the sub, so our life is... Well, I guess not my life. I can see fine, but then you all can see. you scanned already? How? Do you have smoke? You do have smoke. It's fine. No, I need it right here. I can't keep throwing smokes because you all are missing. Okay. It's probably like a quarter of our smoke supply in one turn. Okay. Give me a scan. There's a couple guys in here. I think we're just gonna move on and sweep across to the front here. Take like U3. See what you spot outside. Is this the edge? This is the edge. Go ahead and have this guy out and ready. I think I'll just leave you here. Should be able to snipe anything that matters. I would level that, but you're just gonna walk in the middle and scan it, so it's probably not worth the grenade. Okay. Can you get this to, like, here? I hate you all. You, can you redeem yourself and throw this to here properly? Time units? Great. Thank you. Whatever, just put it back on your shoulder. Okay. You all can start moving in. I want one person with Gauss on the roof. That's going to be you. The rest of you need to head around to the front door. I think you'll probably head this way. You go with... Although 5 people might be able to... Well, I mean, we have 5 people both sides. That's fine. You're way out there. I don't know who sees them, but take them out. 17. Okay, so that's clear. This guy's got a pistol, so unless it decides to throw a grenade, which reasonably likely, you're okay to just hold. We're pretty much to the edge of the map, so you're good there, line of sight wise. The reason we want smokes here is because we cannot tell what's going on. Yeah, it's fine. Alright. Alright, see ya. You go to sleep now, yeah. Good night. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, you took a shot. Okay. I do probably want one guy with a sniper on the roof. Oh. Okay, so there's one guy out there. You're down here. I'm pulling you up to the roof. Okay. Get me a scan. Yeah, there's a lot of them. Oh, you still see this guy? How? Okay. No, we can work. Nope, you can't work with that. But somebody over here can. I'm just gonna assume that when we're asked you to put it. And that's a pistol, so you guys can kind of ignore him. Cool. That's fine. We'll deal with that. Do we have a couple? Yeah, you have one more. What I want is something all the way up here. Thank you. You already did your thing this turn. Okay. This also means all the DPLs are going to be inside. Okay. That's a fine position. This is something I need info on. Okay. No, I think you stand here, actually. Like, yeah. There's also only 2 spots, so you two could get in and block this. Actually, you and the drone probably go in and you and the drone block it, and then we leave the rifle to do its thing. Turn 14. Okay, well, one guy is panicked. The rest of this is pretty good, though. That's why we want a rifle. It'd be way more effective here. There's a handful of guys still here. I'm actually gonna have you two go in this turn. And you prepare. I'm gonna bring you up. Worst case, we'll switch the snipers over to knives. Okay, well, I should auto-fire at these guys. Ah, so this guy ran in from the front door, dropped his rifle there. Contemplating leaving you with a weapon there. Apparently you guys did fine this turn. 1, 2. Okay, kill this. Puts you all in a pretty good spot. Did I not pull a guy up to the roof? Oh, I did. You are on the roof already. Okay. Interesting. So somebody's right here. Maybe you go back outside. Okay. This is a weird box. One guy, yeah, you're still down here. I think I'll just leave you here. Pretty much closed in on them. Depends what's going on over here. Someone could be downstairs. Wouldn't surprise me at all. What concerns me a little... Oh? Okay. You're on it. Right away. That's what I needed to know. So they're all downstairs. And this one needs to die. Which actually means you all need to step back and the rifles need to go in because they have better time unit economy compared to the shots they put out. Alright, hopefully the guy down there doesn't panic. He didn't panic. Okay, that's the kill that mattered. I don't know where the other alien is. Figure that out next turn. And you are going to continue working your way inside up here, just make sure. Drone. Here and here. Okay, that checks out. I might be able to see that guy through a window. What? Are you kidding me? It threw a grenade? And it blew... Oh, this isn't brutal AI, what are we doing? That's tilting. No, you go stand over here. $100 value XCOM operative. Amazing. Okay. Well. That's not upsetting at all. Actually, there was a shard? No. Transfer pretty much everything under here. Okay, not the aquaplastics, but everything down here. There were 6 sonic pulsers on the entire mission, and one of them... Okay. Not the ammo. the rest of this, though. What a stream it's been. Okay, well, we'll take a quick look at Memorial here. Although we kind of did that earlier. I don't... Well, so the Aquatoid threw a Sonic Pulsar, landed at her feet, which then blew up everything else in the room. But everything else in the room shouldn't have gotten through the armor, so it just means that the Sonic Pulsar to the under armor of the... or to the mag suit's under armor one-shot her. Three civilians. One drone. That's a lot of friendly fire. Aquatoid Navigator, Sonic Pulsar. Yep. The question is now... No, I want this. Under armor is 65, explosive damage is 80%. So yeah, they could definitely one-shot. Finally, these are... No, these are full size. Okay. Okay, civilians include the stuns. In that case, it's probably not super unreasonable that we have that much friendly fire on the list. Alright. But yeah, so that's going to be stream. I didn't even look at how many magnetic navigation we got. 5? Because we blew it up. Okay. That's a good point to end it. So, thank you all for watching. It's been a good long stream. We made progress time-wise, but it's going to take forever for people to recover. While we're here, the research base is working on the regen bay, which should have been done a while ago. We'll be able to build this over on the home base. I don't really know what we're subbing out. Probably get rid of a living quarters, but it's not ideal. No, probably just throw a third facility in here. Yeah. But yeah, we'll get that built next time. So, thank you all for watching. I'll be streaming similar, if not same time next week. There's also a Discord if you want to join. That's linked in the live stream description. That's the Discord bot I keep talking about. You can get your name added to the list with that bot. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I will see you next week.